Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Minecraft. Yeah, once again, here on the Daily Block, building a Raviente. It is approximately 12 seconds since I finished recording the last episode, so not much more has been done. I see Kino's doing a really good job over there. Getting these kind of spines up, and she's scaling them actually quite well. And she's not doing too bad of a job getting them to kind of flow with the monster. This here is a little bit off. I meant to do a little bit of that, but considering she doesn't really do too terribly much organic stuff, it's not bad. So, and I can always go in and I can snipe certain things into certain colors that we need and things like that. So, I'm gonna continue on building the body here. Now, when you're building a body of something like this, not even just the size, but building a body of any organics for that matter, you really want to keep in mind the shape. And I talked about this a bit last episode, and I want to really keep it fresh in your minds, because shape of something, especially something serpentine, something very, or to put in more well-known terms, something snake-like, is very strange, because it has to look right at the same time while looking wavy and motion-filled and just overall round, and but still broken up like it's got scales and things. And you want to try to keep as well just the scale as it scales back into the tail. You want to try to keep that even, because if you don't, it's going to look really off to anyone who views it, and it's not going to look like a snake. Remember, if you misplace a block, it's okay. It's better to place too many blocks and takes them away than it is to place not enough blocks. In my opinion, just because you can go back through, you can take out, okay, this isn't going to be here, and it's easier just to shape the whole build into what it needs to be as a build. And you notice that we're kind of doing this hollow. I'm turning on full bright right now. That's force weather none. That's actually a really good command, by the way. Box of mod pack, pretty freaking awesome. If you don't have it, recommend checking it out. A lot of good mods in it. But yeah. And so basically, if you want to try to keep it, like you can see here, see how I've got it, it doesn't look anywhere near straight. If you're building a snake, it shouldn't be straight. It shouldn't be line. Curving up is kind of okay, but you want to have some kind of wavy backness to this thing. Like, you know, this monster, head starts up in this area, kind of comes down into its body, and the body is probably not even going to be near wide enough right now. I probably need to widen this out quite a bit. Which is why I say I really hate adding blocks, because you'll find when you go in to add them, you find out that you missed a lot of things that you really need to touch on. And overall, it just ends up looking bad. Or worse than it should have. Let's put it that way. Yeah, that's a little bit better. When it comes down, it's going to be kind of a skinny Ravi. And also, as we put stuff over the top too, is also going to help it kind of widen out. But one of the big things, like I said, keep in mind is the shape. You really want to, how do I prescribe this? Keep it curved. I mean, the whole point of organics as a whole, for those of you who are new on the subject, on the style of building that organics is, I will do a little bit of history before we continue on. Organics is a concept kind of coined around the word organic, obviously. Basically, it's the act of building something that is organic in nature and making it look organic, making something look organic, making it look round and full of life and realistic. We'll put it that way. The reason I got really into this is because when I first got on the Voxavox, I started doing my first whitelist build. Actually, was I just built instruments really, and that kind of got me into the whole. This needs to flow like this. This needs to look like this. This needs to look like this. And the first one I built, I actually had an instrument sitting in my lap as I built it, so I could get a look at the shape. Which kind of brings me to the next thing I wanted to talk about on here is that's reference models. It doesn't really matter how you reference your build, but if you're building something on a scale like this, you need to have some sort of reference. Unless you've got it memorized or it's your own creation, you need to have some form of reference. Because as you get into the building something, especially something that you're basing off something else, like this Raviente, for instance, you're going to need some way to look back and say, okay, this needs to look like this. At any given time on this build, I have at least 5 or 6 different tabs open with different pictures. Excuse me. That I use to kind of look at it and say, okay, well, I need this to be this color. Most of it is not really shape, but it's more of texture, where certain things need to be, those kind of things, as well as colors. Colors are really big when you're building organics, is you want it to look the right color. You want it, especially organics based off of things, because when you build something like this, you have to remember, when somebody sees it, they're going to realize that it's from said thing. It may not be every person realizes it, but it becomes quite quickly that those people who know about these kind of things and are able to get kind of really more or less appreciate what you've just built are gonna kind of crack down on things like, oh, this part isn't the right color, this doesn't look quite right. And they may not say it out loud, but something in their head will click. And it'll say, okay, this doesn't quite seem right. Very obviously so. And you want to try to keep that feeling from happening with anything you build. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean just organics. It can work with houses. It can work with bridges, with tall skyscrapers. Anything you want to build should have that kind of feeling to it. And so I'm kind of seeing as we kind of build on, a lot of this is definitely going to be very repetitive, which makes you see why I was originally wanting to do. So let's grab some of these smooth sandstone as well. I'm going to kind of build up like this as we go too. Yeah, and you kind of see what kind of things. I'm trying to put this the way how. Well, I'm trying to remember what I'm saying at the same time while trying to complete my thought. It's not working out too well, as you can probably tell. Kind of smooth areas there. The monster's a little bit scarred up too, so we want to keep that in mind as we're building it. Just because it's scarred. And because this thing is kind of designed where it's been fighting hunters for a long, long time. And so it's pretty old, pretty powerful, and it doesn't particularly like being hunted. And it needs to kind of look like that. It's got battle scars from all the hunters it's killed before, whoever's hunting it now. Obviously they're going to win, because if you don't win a Ravi fight, something is severely wrong. Yeah, so that's kind of all the organics advice I had for today. I'm going to cut the recording right here, going to build some more, and if I come up with anything interesting or something really cool, exciting that's done, I'll start the next episode. You guys can pick it up from there. So don't kind of feel disappointed if there's a little skip in the building process, as I know that building this big long body is getting really tedious right now. Well, again, once again though, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. It means a lot that you guys actually tune in and watch these things. Especially those of you who don't only watch the Minecraft videos, thanks for that. If it took me putting Raviente in both English and Japanese in the title to get you guys watching it, so be it. It worked. I hope you guys, once again, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. And if you did enjoy, don't forget to like and subscribe. And this is Graveon, signing out.